Mahatma Gandhi, whose birth took place on October 2, 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat, emerges as an exceptionally noteworthy individual within the annals of Indian and global history. The individual in question, commonly known as the father of the nation within the context of India, was a prominent figure who advocated for the principle of nonviolent resistance, also known as Satyagraha. This particular ideology held significant significance in India's endeavor to attain independence from British colonial rule. The principles and philosophies espoused by Gandhi have persisted as a source of inspiration for civil rights movements on a global scale. Gandhi's birth occurred within the familial context of his father, Karamchand Gandhi, who held the esteemed position of Diwan, or chief minister, in Porbandar. His mother, Putlibai, was his father's fourth wife. The individual's formative years were characterized by the adherence to strict traditional principles, with a profound sense of morality being instilled within him through the guidance of his deeply religious mother. During his formative years, Gandhi's worldview was deeply shaped by narratives that extolled the virtues of veracity, pacifism, and empathy. During the year 1888, Mahatma Gandhi, a prominent figure in Indian history, made the decision to relocate to London, England. His primary purpose for this move was to pursue a formal education in the field of law at the Inner Temple, which is recognized as one of the esteemed Inns of Court situated in the city of London. During this temporal phase, the individual in question was exposed to a diverse array of religious and cultural systems, a pivotal occurrence that would subsequently exert a profound influence on the development and shaping of his ideological constructs. Following the successful completion of his legal studies, Gandhi embarked on a journey back to his homeland of India, where he endeavored to establish a law practice in the bustling city of Bombay. The individual encountered challenges in navigating the inherently confrontational dynamics of the occupation. In the year 1893, the individual in question made the decision to enter into a contractual agreement with a firm of Indian origin located in the region of Natal, which is situated in South Africa. This contract was set to span the duration of 1 year. The individual's encounters with racial discrimination within the context of South Africa, such as the incident where he was forcibly removed from a first-class train compartment solely based on his racial background, served as a pivotal catalyst in his realization of prevailing social inequities and his subsequent determination to combat them. In the historical context of South Africa, it is noteworthy to mention that it was in this particular geographical region that Mahatma Gandhi, a prominent figure in the realm of social and political activism, cultivated his philosophical framework known as Satyagraha. This ideology, which encompasses the principle of nonviolent resistance as a means to combat various forms of injustice, emerged as a significant aspect of Gandhi's intellectual and moral development during his time in South Africa. The individual in question undertook the task of mobilizing the Indian community with the objective of expressing their discontent towards legislation that perpetuated the marginalization of the Indian minority. As a result of their efforts, the community achieved certain advancements in terms of civil liberties. The individual's arduous journey persisted for a span of 21 years, culminating in their eventual repatriation to India in the year 1915. Upon returning to India, Gandhi expeditiously assumed the role of the preeminent figure within the Indian National Congress, an esteemed collective dedicated to the noble cause of advocating for the emancipation and self-determination of the Indian subcontinent. The individual under study demonstrated a proclivity towards fostering cohesion between the Hindu and Muslim communities, as well as espousing the notion of self-reliance through the Swadeshi movement, which entailed the abstention from purchasing British goods. Furthermore, this figure spearheaded acts of civil disobedience against the British salt taxes, most notably the renowned Salt March or Dandy March in the year 1930. The individual's capacity for leadership and implementation of a nonviolent resistance strategy were pivotal in guiding the nation on its path towards achieving independence. The individual in question experienced multiple incarcerations at the hands of the British authorities, yet this did not dissuade either him or his adherents from pursuing their objectives. The individual's concepts surrounding peaceful civil disobedience and nonviolent resistance attracted widespread global recognition, resulting in the bestowed honorific of Mahatma, meaning great soul. On January 30th, 1948, the esteemed figure known as Mahatma Gandhi met his untimely demise through an act of assassination. The perpetrator of this act was Nathuram Godse, an individual who subscribed to the ideology of Hindu extremism. Despite the unfortunate conclusion of his life, the enduring legacy of his teachings and philosophy persisted. The individual's aspiration for the establishment of a sovereign nation of India was ultimately achieved, albeit subsequent to his demise. The life and teachings of Gandhi exerted a significant impact on prominent figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. These leaders drew inspiration from Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence, employing it as a means to combat racial segregation in the United States and apartheid in South Africa, respectively. In a society characterized by pervasive acts of aggression and discord, the principles espoused by Mahatma Gandhi, namely nonviolence, peace, and the cultivation of harmonious relationships between individuals from various cultural and religious backgrounds, persist as enduringly significant. The individual's conceptualization of an equitable social order, their unwavering determination, and their belief in the potency of veracity and non-aggression persistently serve as a source of motivation and direction for the human species in its pursuit of liberation, fairness, and parity. The analysis of Mahatma Gandhi's life reveals a compelling demonstration of the potential impact of peace and nonviolence, surpassing the efficacy of conventional weaponry. The teachings of this individual have surpassed geographical boundaries, resonating with a vast number of individuals across the globe. As a result, he has become an emblematic figure representing peaceful resistance, and his influence remains steadfast, inspiring countless individuals who strive for justice and equality.